There are moments in life when you feel lost. You try your best, you make plans, you work hard, but still things don't go the way you expect. You start to wonder why everything is delayed, why doors are closing, and why nothing seems to be working in your favor. But what if not everything that looks like a delay is actually a delay, and not everything that feels like loss is truly a loss? Sometimes Allah is guiding you in ways you cannot see, quietly, softly, without you even realizing it. One of the first silent signs that Allah is guiding your life is when doors keep closing in front of you. You apply for something and get rejected. You try something new and it doesn't work. You plan something carefully and it falls apart. At that moment you feel disappointed and even unlucky. But in reality, those closed doors are not rejection, they are protection. Allah knows what is behind that door and He knows it is not good for you, so He stops you gently. Sometimes we want something badly, but Allah knows it will harm us, delay us in faith, or take us away from something better. So He says no, not to punish us, but to redirect us. And later, when you look back, you realize that what you thought was loss was actually mercy. Another silent sign is when your plans don't go the way you expected. You carefully plan your future, your job, your studies, your relationships. Everything seems perfect in your mind. But suddenly, everything changes. This is not failure. This is Allah's guidance. Human plans are limited, but Allah's plan is perfect. Sometimes Allah breaks your plan to build something far better for you. Something you could never imagine on your own. Even if it hurts in the moment, remember that Allah is writing a story for you that is better than anything you are trying to write yourself. A very powerful sign is when Allah removes certain people from your life. A friend becomes distant, a relationship ends, or someone you trusted walks away. It hurts deeply and you feel empty inside. But not everyone is meant to stay in your life forever. Some people are only meant to teach you lessons. And when their role is complete, Allah removes them. It is not always a punishment. Sometimes it is protection for your heart, your faith, and your future. And in that space that is left behind, Allah replaces it with growth, strength, and sometimes better people who are more aligned with your journey. Another beautiful silent sign is when you start losing interest in sins or wrong habits you once enjoyed. Things that once felt normal now feel heavy in your heart. You feel guilt faster. You feel discomfort sooner. You begin to step away without even forcing yourself. This is not random. This is Allah pulling your heart back towards Him. Guidance is not always loud or dramatic. Sometimes it is just a small feeling inside you saying that this is no longer for you. And that feeling is a mercy from Allah calling you back to the right path. You may also notice that in hard times your heart naturally turns back to Allah. When everything is going well, people often forget. But when life becomes difficult, they return to prayer, to dua, to sujood, to crying before Allah. If you notice that every time you break, you return to Allah, that is a sign of guidance. Hardships are not always punishments. Sometimes they are reminders. They bring your heart back to the one who never left you in the first place. Allah uses difficulties not to push you away, but to pull you closer. Another silent sign is when things take longer than expected. You pray for something, you work for it, you wait for it, but it is delayed again and again. You start asking why it is taking so long. But delay is not rejection. Sometimes Allah delays something because you are not ready yet, or because the timing is not right, or because something better is being prepared for you. When Allah gives at the right time, it becomes a blessing. But if it comes too early, it might become a burden. So delay is also part of mercy and wisdom. And one of the most beautiful signs is when your heart feels calm even in confusion. You may not understand what is happening in your life. You may feel unsure about the future. But still, deep inside, there is a strange peace. This is not normal peace. This is divine peace. It is Allah placing comfort in your heart even when your mind is struggling. When Allah is guiding you, even confusion does not destroy you. Even uncertainty does not break you completely. Because your heart knows, even without words, that Allah is still in control. So if you are going through any of these signs right now, do not think you are lost. You are not lost. You are being guided. Allah is not against you. Allah is preparing something for you. Even when you do not see it, even when you do not understand it, even when you feel alone, Allah is closer than you think. Maybe the path is unclear, but the guide is perfect. If Allah is guiding your life, then nothing can truly go wrong for you. Trust Him, be patient, and keep moving forward with faith.